Hi everyone, it's Harry the Soul Coach, and I've got a good one for you today. All I'm asking for is around 30 minutes of your time. 30 minutes to actually take the time for yourself to answer these questions. Questions is how we move forward. Questions is how we let go. And questions, when you're asking as king, it allows you to find your answer. That answer comes from your soul. So these are questions that will really ignite certain memories and it gets you to become the observer of your thoughts, which are attached to your feelings. And when you start going back to revisit moments and you can revisit from a calm place, watch how much more clear the answers are that come to you. Certain things that we sometimes hold on to will make a lot more sense. And being able to go back and revisit moments in your life allows you to move forward. So it's to let go and let God. Come and give it a go. All you have to do is show up, close your eyes, and notice what comes up for you. Take that 30 minutes for yourself, and I promise you, you will connect with your soul. This is from my soul coaching community, and we do these calls once a week. And once you start asking questions, you'll see everything else starts making sense.
Today is all about questions. And if you do have a pen and paper, I'd encourage write certain things down because we're not going into the meditation where your completely eyes are closed. It's just trying to get you into a really relaxed position. And I really ask to become aware of the ego. I really notice the initial thought that pops up, and I'll leave a bit of space in between each question. And there's loads of them. I'm going to start with initial questions. And again, this is your answers are your answers. Just notice what comes up and enjoy it more than anything else. So when we ask questions, our soul goes and finds an answer. And a lot of the questions today are going to be questions going back in time. So your own experience, your journey, your story. Your thoughts take you back. And the thoughts usually are the things that ignite the feelings. So as we go through today's questioning, start from the feeling. So if we do one big breath now, and on that exhalation, really breathe out, going down past the heart center, down into the depths of your stomach. So it's almost just let it all out, and you feel the shoulders come down. Bring your attention to your inner body, and just notice that feeling. So I start off with a really simple question. In this moment, who's here with you on this call? And just notice what comes up. So let's start. People in your life now. People in your life now. And notice how the mind tries to search. Sometimes it gets stuck on a certain question. But see who else can keep popping into your life at this present time on your journey. So people in your life now. People in the physical, online, and complete strangers. People of influence, faces without even names. So I'm going to throw the date in there as well. It's 2024. So that's our reference. It's been an interesting few years. We've all leaped in terms of growth, awareness, knowledge, wisdom, and everything else that's come with that in 3 years. So let's take yourself back to 2020. We all know about that year. The year that will stay with us in our memories throughout this human experience. So people in your life in 2020 and before, around that time. And whilst faces, names, memories pop up, see if you can notice anything else that's attached to that. Are we holding on? Have we forgotten? Have we remembered? All awareness today. So this could be any time. Work and work colleagues or associates. In your life, in your story, through your timeline. Who pops up for you? When I say the word work colleague, is there anyone in particular that stands out? Is there a particular moment that pops up? Can I take you back to an interview? To the questions that was asked in that interview and the way that you answered them. So we'll be coming back round on questions, and you can see I'm going from different timelines to different parts of our life. All I want is just to notice what comes up, because it's a lot more than just in this session. We're just getting ourselves unlocking and releasing energy. So I'm going to challenge you with this one. A stranger that you see regularly in your life. A face that just pops up. You don't know their name. You say hello to them. You give them a nod. You order a coffee. Strangers that you regularly see or say hello to. I'm going to flip that question. Is there a stranger that says hello into your life regularly? Someone who smiles every time you walk past them? Is there a grump? Someone who gets triggered by your presence? And for a little sneak peek, bring your attention to the feelings again inside your body. The body is now calm, in a relaxed state. The mind may be going off. It's being challenged. It's being stretched. It's expanding our awareness. So going back to a time period in your life, 10 years ago. What was taking place in your life 10 years ago? And the you then, who was that person 10 years ago if you was to describe yourself back then? Ten years ago, they seem like a long time, and at the same time, feels just like yesterday. Certain moments. If you used to describe your feelings around 10 years ago, or better yet, how would someone else describe your feelings 10 years ago? So we're going to go back a tiny bit further now. Education days. Uni, college, going out, after school, sports. Those years. What did you enjoy back then? So going back, we can make it enjoyable. To relive some good moments. So that time period, I want you to find a moment you remember. Something that took place. Something that made you laugh. Where you shared a memory. What comes up for you? So trip down memory lane. The word traveling. Different locations, different countries, adventures. Where do you get taken back to? And the beautiful thing about the travel is that we are so present compared to our day to day. A new experience, a new memory. If I was to say, is there anywhere you could return to, where would that be? If there was a moment that you could capture in a snapshot, like a photo, or you may have a photo of that moment, what does that look like? Imagine viewing it through your eyes when you were there, and then looking back at the photo. So two visions. So now I'm going to take you back to being a teenager. And I want to find that cheeky moment. Something you did that maybe was against the rules. Something naughty. Something you knew was going to get you into trouble. Something that someone else did that you knew was going to get them into trouble. Those years of being a teenager are years of so much growth. It's where our conscious mind really kicks in, and we start seeing that there's sometimes a resistance based on what we've been taught from our parents, our guardians, our teachers, because we're now experiencing life through our own eyes. That word, something you've done that was stupid. Is there a moment that comes up for you? You got away with that. A lucky escape. A lesson for you. A reminder. To go back even more. Birthdays. As a kid. Yours, families, friends. The word birthday. Parties, presents, disappointments, birthdays. Can you remember the anticipation building up to a birthday? excitement, expectations, surprises. So I'm going to ask you for this next question. Take your attention to your heart center, because that's where it all began. That beat. And now I'm going to use the phrase, the earliest memories, for yourself. Bring awareness to that feeling. So now we're going to go on to further questions. And I'd really like you now to really pay attention to the first name, image, person that pops up for you. And if you're able to, why? So the first one, a favorite teacher or mentor? A magical moment. Now really feel this one, a moment of joy. And feel it. Become the observer of the ego. Notice the feelings. A shock moment. We've had a lot of those over the last few years. A moment has shocked you. An accident. A scary moment. A moment of embarrassment. A moment being inspired by another. A moment that someone has been inspired by you. A moment where you have inspired yourself. A life-changing decision. A personal success that's left you feeling proud. And when you look back at it, that feeling comes up again. Let's see if you can remember words of wisdom that has stuck. Advice from someone else that you remember. With this next question, to look back from a humorous viewpoint. A moment of anger or an outburst. You lost it. I'm going to flip that question. A moment where you've giggled, you've laughed, you've cackled, almost wet yourself laughing. So bring it down to one word. What comes up for you? Love. I'm going to finish with one more. A wish. So before we open your eyes, just to bring your attention again to your feelings. So there was a lot of questions there, and I know the mind always goes off. Certain things may have popped up that you hadn't expected. And there might be certain moments where you've gone back to more than once, overlapping other questions. So all I'm going to ask now is when you open your eyes, without looking at the screen, go straight to your paper. And without any meaning to it, just write down a few things that stuck out for you in that session. So slowly open your eyes. How was that?